Yo folks, welcome back to the channel. Hat on backwards. Have you guys ever seen that? Probably not. My videos are all work. Well, work, play TV, we need some play. We are going back to the camp for 2 days. My mother is taking care of Bauer for a couple days, and we're going back to work on the camp and the shed. So we're gonna try to finish the back side of the shed. It's really windy right now. Hopefully this new mic is doing its job. Anyway, we're going back to finish the shed and then to hopefully get the rest of the camp stained, because we have 2 sides stained and 2 sides not stained. All of my staging is over to the homestead, so I had to buy some more staging today, but I mean, with all the properties we got going on, we're gonna need more staging anyway. And my 2019 F350, which is what I usually take back to the camp with my dump trailer when I'm hauling this sort of stuff, is working. It's Thursday. I'm actually not working on a Thursday. Imagine that. But so I have the FJ. I have the FJ and I have the dump trailer. The dump trailer is over 4,000 pounds by itself. And I'll show you what we got going on. So this is my 2007 FJ Cruiser. It's got 230,000 kilometers on it. And the Big Tex dump trailer is 4,140 pounds by itself. The payload on this thing is actually like unbelievably good. I don't know if I ever looked at it until today. And my payload is 1,190 pounds. So like almost 1,200 pounds of payload. My 2017 F250 had 1,800 pounds of payload. Like, so I'm probably actually not, well, with myself, and I got my dogs in there, I'll show you that in a second. I could be over my payload, but I mean, hey, the road we're going on, I mean, as you guys have seen before in previous videos of my camp road, it's really smooth, you know, it's like just driving down the highway. So we shouldn't have any issues. Yeah. So what do we have in here? So we have coolers, we have propane, we have fuel, we have staging. There's 8 pieces of staging here, so 4 sets, 8 braces, 2 platforms. I was tired of using 2x10s, so I broke down and bought platforms. We've got the smoker, which, looking at this, I just remembered that my racks are inside because I washed them, so good thing I'm making this video. You know, we got all kinds of stuff. And then let's take a look at the FJ itself. I have my 2 dogs in the back, which are both close to 100 pounds. I'm fat right now, so I'm probably 200 pounds for sure. And we are stacked full of stuff in here. We got the dogs, of course. Wendell jumped in the front seat like he always does. So we got a load. We've got a load. So I'm very curious to see how this thing is gonna do going back there. But when I lowered this down onto the ball, it actually didn't really sag that much. I was like, holy, wow. Because this does have Fox shocks, so you know, nice soft shocks. Not great for towing, but I think we're gonna be all right. I think we're gonna be all right. But anyway, let's get this adventure underway, and I'm just hoping for the best. Okay, so here's where it's about to get real. I have it in 4-wheel drive because 2-wheel drive will just spin. There's a few hills going back here. So this is the smooth part of the road, and it gets rough. And we are 5 miles back in the woods. So 5 miles of this FJ just torturing itself with that trailer behind it. Anyone who sees me, including these people right here, are gonna be like, what in the heck is that guy doing? Like, look at him. Look at him hauling that thing with that FJ. This should be on a commercial for Toyota. Absolutely. I wonder if the new Bronco will be able to do this. I'm debating so much. Well, I'm not going to say I'm debating because I've taken the first step in getting a Bronco. So stay tuned, stay tuned. Anyway, we've got a long trip back there. It usually takes 25 to 30 minutes to get in there. In the FJ 20 to 25 when it's empty, because I can clip back through here pretty decent with this thing, but not with this load. Here's one of the first hills we got, and of course it was all big boulders, loose rocks. Oh yeah, nothing to it. Nothing to it. We've only got 4.8 miles to go. Alright, so we're on my property now. So we made it the first 4.5 miles. The trailer's still back there. The hitch hit a couple times. We got a big climb here. I can't see anything at all. And then a big dip. There's usually water flowing through down here, but this year there's not. A little bit of water there. And another hill climb. So all in all, this thing is doing pretty good. I ended up putting it in 4 low, which I should have done right from the get-go, but I only drove it for maybe a minute, and then I put it in 4 low. But yeah, I mean, considering what's behind it, what's on this for suspension, what this vehicle is intended for, it's doing pretty good. The last obstacle is at the camp. The camp has an extremely steep hill getting up to the camp itself. So all we got left is to get up there, cross my little rock brook bridge that I built, and we're laughing. So Ashley is just ahead of me. Wendell is running with her. Tony's here hanging out with me. Okay, we've reached the final stages of our journey. The last stage is the hill climb. Right here. Oh yeah, she bagged. Alright. Get this thing turned around. Oh man, I miss this place. I haven't been here. This is the second or third time I've been here all summer. It's just too much to do. Love this place. Alright guys, so we made it in. This thing did honestly amazing coming in here. I can't believe how good it did. So, we got the generator going, which I'm sure you guys can hear down there. Generator's down there. We got the outhouse with a chemical toilet in it over there. Generator down there. So the shed is basically done. We need to get the finished boards along the corners, all 4 corners, and we got to get the soffit done underneath. I'm gonna eventually dig a trench from the panel, which is over here, which comes from the generator underground to the panel. I'm gonna run that over to here, and then we'll have power inside the shed. But what's left on the shed, other than the finish on the corners, is the backside. So the backside still needs to be boarded. It's Tyvek and chipboard, as you can see. So we still have that to do. And then, so for the camp, we had 2 sides stained as of like 2 years ago. And honestly, we just can't find time to do anything. So we had this side done here, and we had this side over here done. It will be like 2 years basically right now. We had this side and this side already done, which looks great. It honestly looks fantastic. We still need to touch up around this window, which we didn't get. But so our project we're working on right now, the first thing we're working on is finishing the stain. So we had the staging set up right here. We got up as high as we can reach with the one deck of staging and over here, so you can see the difference from there to there. And then we're starting now, because I don't want to set up any more staging tonight. We're starting around the front right here. Just working on this. Oh, don't want copyright. So that's what we're doing. That's the project. Obviously, there's tons of stuff back here to do. There's absolutely no landscaping done here whatsoever as of yet. It's all rock. This was an absolute disaster to work with, to be honest. I'm so happy I have my own equipment to do it, because if I didn't, it would have just been unbelievable. You would not believe what this piece of property looked like when I bought it. It definitely did not look like this. It was just trees and holes and boulders, and there is a lot of machine time in here. Like, I'm telling you, a lot. When we built the camp, this trailer couldn't even sit there. We only had enough room to set up the staging, and then it was cliff, rocks, trees. Now we've got like 30 feet of flat ground all the way over to here. I had to figure out something to do with all the rocks. So we got all the rocks lined up along the side there. And then actually my father is building a camp just over there, which you can't see from here. So he's working on that. He's pretty much got it almost ready to move into, really. But it is absolutely beautiful tonight. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky anywhere. The lake is looking beautiful. So we got the big body of the water here, and then we got some lake over here, and then we got the lake in back there. Which, if you guys have seen my videos before, you know, you've seen the lake, you've seen the property. The loons were here singing like crazy a while ago. This is only the third time this spring and summer that I've been back here. It's just been absolutely crazy. I have not been able to make it back. We were contemplating coming back here and working on this, or going over to the homestead and working on the homestead. We decided to take a break from homestead, come over here, and come back here and enjoy it a bit. We got the side-by-side ready to go. But anyway, we are the only ones on the lake tonight. But that's okay, guys. Well, it's the next day. It's absolutely beautiful. Wendell's barking at nobody. Barking at himself. Here's his echo. So we've got, obviously haven't got anything done yet, so we got to finish this up. I want to get this finished up, get these boards put on, get that all done. Because I'd like to go for a little rip on the Maverick Sport later on, which is sitting right over there. But we came back here to get this done, so we got to get that done before we can have some fun on this. But we've got supper just got thrown in the smoker. Take a look at this thing. Oh baby, you can't see it, but wow, there's a huge brisket in there, and I can't wait to get into that later on. Alright, it's time to get to work. Get some coffee in me. Finish this off first. I'll get Ashley going on the front. Get this side done. Honestly, the hardest part, the longest time, is going to take around all these vents and the soffit. Let's go. Alright guys, so day 2. We've got this side done. Oh yeah, check it out in all its glory. It looks fantastic. So much better than the old gray color, which you'll see in a little bit, because we didn't get as much done as we wanted to. But this looks so much better. Lights on. It's not dark yet, but okay, so we've got the brisket. It is cooked. You guys, you can't wait to see that. That's looking so good. Actually, let's see. See what's done. Oh, it's hiding. It's hiding. Where's the hiding at? This is it. Oh my goodness. So good. So good. Okay, so you get the front done. We've got some in the front done. Ashley killed this. She got all this along the bottom done. This we have left. So this still has to be done, but not bad, not bad. So we got some batten yet to go up into the windows, up to the top, but looking good. Looking good. But man, Ah, this is what we work for, really, you know? But it's so much better than what it looked like yesterday. Yesterday this was all gray, just like that is. But worse because the sun hits the side much more than this side. This is looking fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love the fact that I won't need to touch this for like the next 10 years. That's the best part of it all. Anyway, Tony, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think, Tony? You like it? You like it? It's good? It's good? I think so. Okay guys, so my GoPro died overnight for some reason. Anyway, so you can see we got, this side is completely done. Looks fantastic, looks so much better, at least now when you drive up the driveway, you look at a camp that looks like it's completely finished. We didn't get the front side done. We got what Ashley could reach, and then that was it. This stuff takes time. The sprayer is definitely a lot faster than doing it by hand. By hand does a bit better job, and it's obviously not as messy. You know, around front here, there's a lot of windows and stuff you need to, you know, mask off. But, you know, pretty good progress. One more trip back here, we'll have this finished. I gotta install the batten between the window and the door, and then above the window. So I gotta get that geared up. But no, I'm happy with the way it turned out, the way it looked. This was a headache to do, but I got that done. And unfortunately, you know, as always, we gotta leave. I gotta leave this. I really do not want to leave this. It is so quiet back here. The only thing you hear is me talking and the FJ running. So we've got to get the FJ and trailer back out of here and safely home. I gotta back it down this hill and get turned around, because now with the doorstep here, there's not enough room to get turned around in here. So gotta back down the hill and get turned around, and